Hello my hosts, and welcome to another Minecraft stream. Today we are continuing to build our fractal cube. We've already got 2 towers done. So today we will do one more tower, hopefully. And here we are. Let's get things running on the gets things running on the bamboo farm. Oh, a little bit out of it. We'll load ourselves up like that. Leave you over there. Put most of the things away. Oh, it's raining. Perfect. Oh. Did not realize how late it was. Here we go. And we'll get rained on. Right, so... Almost. Did we go and trap somebody in there? Nope. You can't prove that I have. So, we have our next set of towers, which is on this edge here. We'll go across to this bit and start with the huts. This is the hut level. And each hut will then join up to make a sub-tower. And then the sub-towers will join up to make a full tower. That's how things go. There's our wandering merchant. You got anything of interest? We've got plenty of green dye. We can make lime dye quite easy. Jungle saplings we're right next to. Orange dye. Thank you, but no thanks. Oops. Go across here. And continue with the placing of huts. Like that. Something feels wrong. Why does this one feel wrong? No, that's okay. And then the other one will be there. Okay, that's fine. It's sort of like comparing it against the image I have in my head. Right. And we go like that, and like that. Mm-hmm. All right. Move across. You there, and you here. And this is the last one. Ah. I lied. That's perfect. Now we go up one level and bridge. All right. There. There's no bridging on there, so we'll just finish off on this tower. Like that. What I'm hoping is we'll have the same sort of build rate as the other one and be able to finish this off on this stream. There we go. And now some people would question my contention that this is 1/3 of half of infinity. But this structure is infinite, and I am building. I have reached up to a half of it. Oh, he's lost his. They have lost their llama down the hole. Poor guys. Yep. The llama has fallen down into that bit there. Oh, hi, by the way. Hello to yourself. It is good to see you. And we'll continue on this sort of second level here. Like that. The next level up from here is huts. Slow work Monday morning, but at least at home. That's... I always try to look for the best aspects of whatever is happening. And if it's good that you are at home and don't have to worry about commuting. That is good to hear. All right. All right, we are next level up. And then we repeat the action of bridging across. There we go. All fine. There we go. Speaking with people or just plain making yourself look like you're working, but you've got nothing to do. Oh, that's always the worst. Trying to sort of like look busy when there is actually no real outstanding tasks. There we go. All right. Oh, that is like that. We go like that, and we've finished up to there, so we will move on to the next one. All right. Ooh. Although we have a setting sun, so I'll just put in that spot there, and we will try and get a nap in. Oh, made it. There we. I found you can actually, if you are really lucky, fly through the 1 meter wide holes, which surprised me. All right, so we're moving on to there. Flying high speed into a llama's ass was not what I had planned for today. Oops. Nor putting a block in the wrong spot. Although I totally expected that particular one to happen. All right. Go back across like that. And we finish that out. All right. Yet it happened. Yes, it did. All right. Now we get ourselves into a situation. Okay. Well, we thicken this layer up. And we go along. Been working more on my current video. Making slow but steady progress with the animations. Actually, one of sort of the changes since I've become self-employed. I'm better. I'm a lot happier that if I make progress in something, it is satisfactory to me. While when I was working for someone, I always felt that I'd made inadequate progress and hadn't worked enough. But now that I am doing projects for myself, I know that each step takes me closer to the completion. And so if I get something done, even if it's something small, it means that I have won the day, sort of. I mean, of course, I feel better if it's a super productive day and get lots done. But even if I get a little bit done, that is good. Yep. Alright, now we've got that. I think it's been a lot better for my mental health and sense of being, which is why I sort of started on this path of being a VTuber / content creator, whatever I am. Alright. Here we go. Like that. So, got up to that level here. Excellent. Two more mini towers to go. There. I really actually love this structure, because one of the really handy things for being able to feel a sense of progression and completeness is having little goals to solve. So if you have something that naturally breaks down into thousands of little pieces, and you can complete each piece, and then go on to the next, it often feels really good. All right. Here we go. Then we go up again and make another thickening level. Oh. Alright. That's at this thickening level there. Awesome. Oh, a little bit more bamboo, thanks to the bamboo farm. Oops. There goes. All fine and in place. There we go. All right. You're moving there, and I'm moving there. Or that one. And then another set of huts on top. I just call them huts because they feel like huts to me. And then when we build on top of them, they become little towers, and then we build bridges between the towers. And that becomes that structure there. Alright. Interesting how it's sort of like one way of dealing with complexity is to isolate it into little components, and then I think that's, I was going to say it's called blomping, but that's wrong. Chunking. Breaking things into simpler components. It's sort of like an intellectual strategy for dealing with complexity. You often do it on large computer projects where you don't want to have to hold everything inside your head at once. Excuse me. Being able to break it down into its little components is a lot and thing. Divide and conquer. Yes, very much so. That's a lot of things. It's also one of the basic algorithms you use for doing searches and things like that. You divide the task into thousands of little tasks, and then you recursively step through them. And it's how you do proofs a lot of the time. Alright. Where are we? Sounds like that. Ah, yes. And those 5 hours of sorting algorithm noises. Ah, God. Yeah. I am a bit of a fan of the merge sort myself. We'll just finish off here. Let's see if we can... I was wondering if we could actually just glide through there, but we didn't have enough space. All right. Let's just check on you. Are you full? Wow, they're already full. All right, I'll just put these away here for the time being. Another tower to go. We're making good progress. I like it that it's sort of like a nice, steady progress. Makes it feel like time is going at a nice, smooth rate. It's like, here we go. Thank you, Simple Cass. We are going well. We are making good progress. Those two, the towers that we have completed, plus the surface below us, means that we've now put down half of the blocks we'll need. And what I'm hoping is that means with sort of the extra XP I've got, as in actual physical experience, that will mean that when we start moving on to the next base plate, actually the bridges that will come across between them, we'll be able to do this next half much faster than the previous half. There we go. Although making the mistakes always constitutes a slightly slow down. Alright. Oh, we're all... And you. Alright, now we bridge. There. And we put the bridges in here as well. So we go along, filling ourselves up, getting all nice cubes, all cubic. Alright, now, planting those down. Oopsie daisy. Put those in, and we'll go like that. And now, we start on the bridges between these towers. And I've been watching or listening to the song, I think it's In Hell We Lament. First with the Neurosama cover, and then later with the original. It's a really enjoyable song. I actually quite like it. It's apparently from a video game. Do not know what type of video game. They do, sort of. I think it's a turn-based game of some type. I'll have to check out some of the games, like a Let's Play or something, to find out if it would be something I would enjoy. It's interesting how you learn about various different games. Like, I learnt about Oxygen Not Included. Oh, sorry. I learnt about Factorio from a Oxygen Not Included forum, where they were complaining about the introduction of logic circuits in Oni. And they was complaining that the introduction of logic circuits would make it too much like Factorio. Which, to me, was a recommendation. Because I love games that include logic circuits. I mean, that's one of the reasons I love Minecraft, is the ability to automate. Alright, use there and use there. We have our bridge in place. That's fine. Go back along here. Now go. Even more, it's a purely optional feature. In the end, everything is automated by your dupes. Yep, exactly. I often don't get people complaining about features that are added to the game, especially in a single-player game. If it's a feature that you don't think is good in the game, just don't use it. Like, there are some people who complain that bamboo is too OP because it's fast growing and basically means that you don't have to build wood farms in order to get wood material for things that are wooden based. But if you don't like using bamboo as a source of your wood and it's Minecraft, just don't use it. There is nothing compelling you to take the most optimal route. I mean, the most optimal route in Minecraft would just not to be to play. We all elect to work with constraints in order to achieve an end. Envy for people who simplify their lives by the bamboo route, I guess. Alright. And, I mean... Alright. Okay, this is completed. Here. Okay, we go up another level with thickening. I mean, I was fortunate that bamboo is the perfect material to make this out of because it just looks good. But also, I am quite happy about it growing that fast because it means I can create the bamboo legitimately for this project, because I don't think there would be any material other than bamboo that I could make it a good rate for this. There probably are other materials that other people could make, and like building huge resource farms for them. But I'm not that skilled in farm making at the moment. So to me, it is the perfect material for this. Alright. It's out of bamboo at the moment. Alright. Another level to go here. This is one yet thickening levels. Alright. I'm now curious what succotash is. because you hear it in old cartoons like suffering succotash, but I've never... I think it's some sort of vegetable thing, I suspect. All right. Up there, and we go across like that. The thing is, while I stream, I just basically free associate and talk about whatever comes to the top of my head, sort of attaching the brain to my mouth hole and avoiding sort of like little, not completely removing the filters, but not worrying overly so about what I was thinking. There was a post in the virtual YouTuber subreddit from a slightly... I can do that thanks to ADHD. Same. There was somebody in the virtual YouTubers subreddit, actually a person that I follow, saying that she was having problems knowing what to say while streaming and worried about all the dead air she was having because of it. And I should actually mention that to her. I meant to mention that to her. Haven't had an opportunity to comment back yet, but I shall. And just sort of give her that advice to try just speaking whatever's off the top of her head. And also might give her advice of trying to stream a little less long than she has, because I think she is burning herself out, which is really unfortunate, because I think the world can do with more people and more creatives, and I don't like people burning themselves out. There we go. It's all about the work-life balance. There we go. Yeah, I had the same problem when I play and wanted to stream. Didn't know what to say and was unconfident in myself. Yeah. Oh. I mean, I've been doing this for a couple of years now. And it's a skill that you sort of learn and improve, and sometimes I do go a little bit quiet, but there we go. Can you shout out my friend so I can support her as well? I can. I just gotta remember her name. Just give me a split second. Because, alright. Let's have a look at subscriptions. Ah! She is the Pillow Hive Queen. Let's see if we can grab her. There it is. There we go. And we'll go back there. There we go. Not a problems. My friend side wants to burn other things than people burning themselves out. Your French side or your pyromaniac side? Right, go. We thicken this level as well. All that goes. Leave guests to people. That's the fun part. Ah, yes. For a while, I lived with a person who was a bit of a pyromaniac. And we were packing up boxes to move from one rental property to another, since the rent had expired and the people we were renting from wanted to take it off of the market. All right. And anyway, I was holding a box and he said, "Be careful with that box. Its contents are flammable." And I got concerned and asked, "Oh, how flammable?" And his reply was, "Napalm." There we go. So we'll continue like that. And he is the reason why all the rooms in my houses have fire extinguishers. There you go. Now I'm thinking it's true there are a number of French traditions where we burn things, and the biggest thing is being the Saint Jean fires. Better be safe than sorry. Yeah. All right. Are bonfires a French tradition? Because, I mean, the name sounds French, I think. All right. Uh-huh. All right. Here we go again. Like that. So we're this level at the moment. All right, there. And we go like that. Hold on. Just wondering about that bit there. No, because we're at this level, so okay. You've got to sort of like make sure that you do the right things. Okay. Yeah, that's what the St. Jean fire is. Like in a certain part of the year, you can have these things being organised. People make a big pile of wood and straw and let it burn down. Ah, cool. Yeah. It's difficult to have open fires where I live, because most of the trees here are made almost completely of oil and are basically designed, well, I want to say designed, but have evolved themselves to be massive candles. So just a tiny spark will cause a lot of forests to conflagellate. So basically burn very hot. There we go. Same for the carnival back in my birth city, where we burnt a straw Vtuber. Not sure what that is. Alright. There it goes. And we'll put that like that. Made a lot of castles back then in France. Was there a reason that he was very unpopular and they wanted to burn him in effigy? Because it sounds like he wasn't a good guy if there's been a tradition of burning him every year. Alright, that. That there. You don't even know where the tradition started, but it's there. Okay. Alright. And I mean, in England, there is, Guy Fawkes Night, which is somewhat equivalent, but it's burning a guy who attempted to blow up Parliament. There we go. Go up one level from here. That's good. All right. Join ourselves at Now, I mean, there's a lot of traditions that sort of like arise naturally, and over time, people just forget where they come from. Indeed, I think that's what makes them a tradition. When nobody remembers where the tradition came from, now becomes a proper tradition. Out it goes. Join those up like that. I know this one's a little bit hard to talk about, because I'm going to be talking about something that I'm not intimately related to. So I will prefix it by saying this is what I have been told, and I may be not correct about it, that in native Australian storytelling things, a story will become regarded as a myth, and then so a part of sort of like the religious tradition of how the world works, when, oopsie daisy, the name of the person who told the story is no longer remembered. So it is sort of like passed out of circulation that way. He seemed very popular, military engineer, fortifications under Louis the 4th. Okay. 14th, sorry. Cool. I guess they thought, oh, he was just cool enough to burn a version of him. There we go. Thanks, Wikipedia. Yep. One of the most powerful resources in the world. Sort of like a collection of the world's information and wisdom. There it goes. Continuing with our scheme to bridge across everything. All right. There we go. Up, don't bridge across that. That's a... that's a hole that goes all the way, basically. There. Correcting ourselves on that one. We go like that. We can use that as our basis. That's good. All right. Come along here. Settle ourselves down. We can fill in you as well. That's going good. Glad to have a tiny encyclopedia in my pocket. Yeah. And it's sort of like a good place to start with most research. Remember, I forgot the encyclopedia we had as kids. I'm not sure if it was sort of like one of the major ones, but it was always a good, at least, starting point for research. And then you would hit the university, hit the actual library and try and find books that were more in depth. All right. There we go. Got that one like that. Did the slow way of doing that. Continue along there now. All right. Finish this one off. All good. Continue there. So we're up to next level, so we can do a little bit of thickening after this. Let's see how much we can get before we have to take a break for the sunset. All right, You go along that way, but not like that. There we go. There we go. All right. Yep. And, oh. And we just landed. Okay. Oh. All right. Oops. Not 100%. Not a perfect landing. All right. Deposit some more bamboo in here. Withdraw more bamboo from there. And check our wings. That's fine. All right. That's not a bad landing, which is any landing that you can walk away with from. All right. Although, I have done some rather hard landings in Minecraft of my time. Landings that would probably, if they were an aircraft, require me to get my landing gear inspected. Which in this case would be my ankles. All right. All right. Almost at the end of this level, which is good. R.I.P. ankles, exactly. There. There's always the... I don't recommend it either, yeah. There's always that horrible crunch sound if you land too hard in Minecraft. I think it's worse than taking the damage is just hearing that sound. All right. Next goes. Let's thicken up this level again. So we just follow the bamboo below and put the same thing on top of it. There we go. And then after that, we just repeat the process that we got here. All right. This is coming across quite nicely. That's there. Oops. All right. My biggest concern is making a large mistake with one of these and not realizing it until it's hard to correct. I think I've talked before about the earlier that you recognize that there's a mistake, the cheaper it is to correct. which is true in both programming and Minecraft and lots of other things. All right. There it goes. Correct you. Like that. Used to have a very close friend who worked in quality assurance for a company. Better correct a pasta than a spaghetti. Yes, very much so. They used to work in quality assurance for a juice company, basically taking samples and working out if the samples had the correct values, and also like a batch type process, and that at each critical step they would take a sample and check if the chemicals were all right. So the sooner in the process that they could find that there was a problem, the sooner they could throw out the bad stuff and get started on another batch, and as well do some source yeah, considering the method it can cause, very much so. And there's a mistake. And there is a zombie that spawned in the middle of everything. Thankfully, zombies cannot climb. And the spiders that can climb have trouble climbing up in here. The real worry is occasionally creepers. You don't want them to blow up and blow a hole in the middle of this. It's got precisely the right number of holes in it already. All right. It's there. Oh, cool. We go like that. Look at that. Spiders, friends. In the daylight they are friends. In the night time, not so much. And being Australian, I do have a peculiar relationship with spiders, since a lot of them are quite dangerous. I mean, and like in every daycare and school, there's always a sign with the various spiders and how dangerous they are, for reference to, yeah, they are chill, with reference to, mostly for the teachers and caregivers reference, because you need to know, because kids will play and sort of turn up bits of wood and whatever. And sometimes they'll disturb a spider's nest and the spider will jump out and bite them. And because kids are so much smaller than adults, it takes a smaller dose of venom to be dangerous. So that's why you've got to be careful with kids around spiders. The same with dogs and cats. Often will poke their snouts into places where it's not entirely safe. Alright. Alright, go there. I've got falling sun. Alright. Oh, that was kind of musical. Is it also true about checking your shoes for night spiders that take a nap in there? Yeah, that's completely true. When you grab your shoes before you put them on, you'll typically shake them out just to make sure that there's nothing inside them, especially spiders. All right. I've got this tower here. Put you on the edge. That's all goes. All right. All right, there we go. Like that. I remember being in a basically a chat. Yeah, I think it was in VR chat. And one of the... No, sorry, it's a Telegram channel. One of the people in there stated that they'd just been bit by a spider. And all the Australian people panicked. And basically were running them through the first aid procedure for a spider bite in Australia, which is to put a compression bandage on the limb to isolate it so the blood doesn't flow out of it, and try and get to hospital as quick as possible. While the Europeans in the same channel were confused why we were freaking out so much. It goes. But thankfully it was just a European spider to them, so they were not so under so much of a danger. Here we go. Most spider bites cause some rashes, yes. So no wonder the gap in reactions. Yeah. Alright. Towers are there. Let's go up one level again. We do the first level of bridging. All good. Yeah, like that. All right. across here. And we'll keep going up the next level after this as well. That's good. All right. Interesting that... okay. It goes like that. Bridge there. Gotcha. That's fine. Now we go up. And thicken our level. There. Right, you go on to that one. And we'll continue to put in our blocks. And you are doing well. That's very nice. I know there are some people who have a fear of holes, which this stream and this construct would be so bad for them. So I'm right. So that one. So we go for the second thing up from here. Like that. Hopefully I haven't lost track. I think after I put these down, I'm going to jump off and fly out and have a look just to make sure I'm got everything configured correctly. You go like that. Yep, that looks right. Excellent. All right. It's linked with the thing. Trypophobia. Mixed with the thing with pareidolia, which is unrelated. Ah, okay. Yep, that was what I was thinking of. Right. Let's put you up there. All right. We go. Oh, you go like that. We level you up. I think this is the... yeah, this is the topmost level of this building that we'll be building today. Awesome. All right. That's good to see the end. There we go. Put you in place. Bridge across. Oh, very nice. That's how we get things done. You go like that. And in we go, and very much all finished. This bit here, you can see across to the other tower. This is now the same height as it, so when we start to do the bridges between the towers, we'll be ready for it. All right. Nice towers. Thank you very much. Yet another ankle breaker. I was going to say ankle biter, but that's a kid. Or a puppy. Like that. Have they called the kids in Bluey ankle biters yet? Because it's an affectionate Australian name for a kid. The idea is they're so small that all they can do is bite on your ankles. All right. Let's get that finished. I do actually like the way having a day-night cycle forces you to take small breaks and sort of ration your time. It stops you from getting stuck on doing something. It gives you sort of like natural breaks. Let's check on that. So I'm going to switch this off for the time being. So the next night, we're running low on blocks of bamboo. But we've got full supply of that. Actually, we probably should have shut down the bamboo farm a little bit before then, because I think a lot of the bamboo was just going to waste. Oh. That was... I'm feeling quite proud of that landing there. There we go. Let me thicken this level up. And then once again, we put little things on there. Little huts on the top. Goes that way. And I know I'm repeating myself, but this is a self-similar structure. Repetition is what it's all about. And repetition legitimizes, as Adam Neely says. It goes like that. And so like when you're sort of like doing improvisational music, if you make a mistake, one of the things you can do is repeat the mistake in the same place. And if you do that sort of like twice, then it will feel like you've done it deliberately. And you can actually incorporate it into your composition. there was also reminded of what somebody told me about making ravioli sauce, which was in the north, they tend to make thick sauces, and in the south, they tend to make thick sauces, and in the north they tend to make thinner sauces. So what you should do is make your ravioli sauce, and if it turns out to be thin, say you're doing it northern style, and it turns out to be thick, you say you're doing it southern style. And then nobody can complain. There we go. And that sub tower is complete. All right. And me falling into the water is also complete. And there's our... There is our beacon, which is giving us all the jump ability. That's the bottom of our... Oh. Hold on, is it getting late or... No, there's the sun directly above. Alright. Okay. We've got... not much to go now. Let's come along here. We go up. These bamboo scaffolding things are so useful. Cheap to make. Convenient. Oh, and I landed in exactly the spot I needed to be. That's even better. All right. So we go back along here. All right. That's fine. Go like that. Should actually make a few more thumbnails. Improve my thumbnail game. Because I know I've been reusing a lot of them. At least for this Minecraft build, I've been able to take sort of like progress pictures and use each progress picture as a thumbnail. Like that. All right. So, level. Then thicken ourselves up. Right. It was an Australian sort of game show, but not, because it was completely scripted and basically it was just like a mock game show called Double the Fist, which was quite humorous. and it had a scene where a person thought they were being attacked by a poltergeist. However, that wasn't the case. They were actually being attacked by evil flying furniture. It should go up. We go. Next level with the huts. And once we've got the huts in place, we can bridge across and finish this one as well. This one took almost no time at all, it feels. Not sure if that's just me losing track of time or me existing purely in the future. Or just... Go. Poltergeist not equal to evil flying furniture, not equal to good flying furniture. Exactly. You have to be able to tell these things apart. It's a basic survival skill. Alright, there we go. And we get us like that. Alright. Now let's continue. Alright, there. We get ourselves a bit like that. So, and go like that one as well. The good flying furniture, you can get them until they're from... Exactly. They're the ones that sort of like land safely and push themselves in for you. There we go. All right. Let's cruise down. Take a quick rest. Stow the bamboo for the time being. So I want to go and fix my wings before that becomes a problem. There we go. Let's see how good our landing skills have gotten. This is one of the hardest. No. Still can't quite do it. And while we're here, let's just get rid of this, because we don't need it anymore, and I think it's causing problems with things being able to spawn on top of it. Go. And also it means we've recovered a whole lot of these extra materials. Am I leaving anything behind? No, I'm not. Because we had actually a blaze spawn up here on top of these recently, which, given all the things I've built up here. I don't want to have that happen again. Okay. Oh, I don't have my other shulker blocks here at the moment. That's alright, we can store them in our main thing. And we're starting to run low on firework rockets. I should make some of those up soon. Put you in there. Get my gold farm on there. That one's pointing in that direction. Follow that to the gold farm. Here we are. Hello. I should actually put a filter on here to empty out the stuff I don't want. Alright. There we go. Oh. And I climbed up the wrong thingy. This is my gold farm, where I farm my gold. Other tautologies will follow when I think of them. Other tautologies are self-referential. Let's see. First rule of the Tautology Club is the first rule of the Tautology Club. Alright. Uh-huh. Alright. You. Huh. A little bit of work. Everything's fully repaired. Let's get the Totem of Undying back in there as well. We've got a... we've got a nether rose in there just so we have something to kill them. When they're not around. When I'm not smashing them. Like, I could sit there and AFK for a while and get heaps of gold, but at the moment, not in a big need for gold, so we can continue. Alright. Yep. We can glide in. Got to keep an eye out for the ground. Ah, there it is. All right. come in. A nice landing. Used to be I used the rails to transport me all around the Nether. But thanks to the modern miracle, that is Elytra flying with the added bonus of rockets. We now don't have to worry about that. Okay, let's... Thanks, fireworks. Yep. I'm actually thinking probably want to dump a whole of this junk back at our main base. So let's take a brief trip there. It's just doing sort of like cleanup type tasks. Briefly. All right. Stick you back in there. No need to keep so much pork in my ender chest. So let's deposit all that stuff into the sorting system. I'll keep that there. Put you back as well. Put you in the sorting system there. Also, yep, they're all empty. Just deposit that as well while we're at it. So we have additional storage whenever we will need it. Just keep a little bit of distance away from that. Little housekeeping chores. I should have taken a rest, or is that sunrise or sunset? It's hard to tell. It's sunset. That tower's great for having a sort of supply of free flight distance, but sometimes it just gives you too much. All right. Go. Let's also quickly empty you out. Interesting how uneven the distribution of bamboo is. Like, some of these are completely full. while others are somewhat, well, some of them were not completely full. Not sure why that is. There we go. That's the only thing I would want to have a... Basically, well, it's not the only thing, but one of the things I would want to have modded Minecraft is so that I could build a system to automate these type of building tasks. You see how this one is a whole lot more fuller than the ones next to it? It even had bamboo in reserve. Uh-huh. All right. There we go. There. And another full one here. Grabbing all of these. Excellent. All right. That is a good supply of bamboo. I wonder if it's just because some of these started off near full and I just hadn't emptied them in time. Okay. The idea is that I have the crafting benches arranged close enough that I don't have to worry about having to move that much to get them. All right. Another unload. There again. But this should carry me into not just the end of this stream, but probably a bit in the next stream as well. All right. One of the things of building a huge mega structure like this is that you need a lot of materials. The advantage of this bamboo farm has been that I've been able to generate the materials as I worked on the project. All right. That should be enough. Put you in there. Load myself up with my needed items. Shift the ones I don't immediately need off of the hotbar. Actually, we can put you back. Okay. Let's load up on bamboo. finish work on the tower. That was a bit of lag. All right. So, bridging label. Let's go. That's fine. That's always in the wrong spot. How are we going? That's going good. It's like... That's a nice little pattern we got going. So we'll have you go like that. Come along here. We'll correct ourselves. Good. All right. And we thicken ourselves up with another level. Awesome. Okay. All right. We go like that. We get ourselves the level with just level 0 voids. That's fine. Awesome. Good. Excellent. That's going well. It's interesting. In real life, I'm often one of the people who sort of sits back and doesn't say much and kind of waits my turn to speak, which is exactly the opposite of the way I've taught myself to be online, where I am constantly speaking. So it's clearly an aspect of maybe the persona I've adopted, or it's me learning new skills. Who knows? Or it's maybe a habit that I used to have, but then learnt to stop doing for fear of offending and upsetting people, which is quite likely. All right, there. You like that. All right. We've got this bit here. Oh. Okay. And there, and oops. Awesome. And now we bridge. So we join up the tops of the towers with double width bridges like this. But I am seeing the sun's going down, so we will fly off like that and not have... Ow! Ah! Really? Look, all I want to do is get home. Ugh. Thankfully, we had the tokens. Alright. Get some air to breathe. Quick food to eat. I'm thinking before I take a rest, I'm going to quickly restock on my totems. Good thing they added to the game. Yeah. They are so helpful. I'm keeping my eye on that spider there. Put that down. All right. Oh, there's a Enderman as well. All right. And a quick rest. 8 lives less. That's something. I'm yeah, definitely not a cat. I'm pretty sure I've used up more than a cat's worth of lives. Keep my eye out for problems. You're being a little bit rude there. Okay. That's fine. There's a witch, though. Yep. There was a witch. And since she wanted to throw potions, I decided to throw back. Alright. And we've got that going like that. Then 1, 2, 3. Alright. That's that bridge done. We can go across like this, and we're copying the same pattern you can see directly underneath us. Alright, there. We'll go like that. It's interesting that I've become so acclimatized to building this structure. These patterns feel almost second nature to me. Alright, like that one. We close off there. And we'll go along like this. There we go. All right. And there. Close off that one. Whoop. Bit too much on the edge that time. Gives a little fright. And there. It's interesting that your body will respond to that sort of sudden fright of, oh no, I might fall, in much the same way as you would in reality. Aha. Clear this off. All right. Bridge across here. We've got a little bit more to go. Noon pause on my side. Got to lurk. That's fine. All right. Oh, there we go. And one last bit of structure. Okay. We echo that one out like that. How about that? Perfect. Let's get down. Let's get down to the base level. Just admire what we've done so far. I think that's a good angle. Awesome. Let's get the F5 again. And with that tower completed, the end of the stream for today. Let's get back to my main room. Thank you, everybody, for joining me as we played Minecraft. Just gonna check my schedule. Tomorrow we are going to be doing some more work and playing some Factorio, where we'll be continuing the biological research stuff we've been doing. Thank you, everybody, for keeping me company as I played, and I hope to see everybody later. Thank you again. And if it's your first time watching, as always, please consider subscribing. Goodbye.